Hi everyone, welcome to Frappe School. This is the fourth chapter in our Human Resource Management course. Today, we will discuss leave management. By the end of this chapter, we will be able to understand the importance of leave management, leave period and leave policies, leave types and leave allocation, leave application and holiday lists. An organization is built on its employees, and for the organization to operate at its best, it is important that the employees are happy and work cohesively. Ensuring that the employees have a work-life balance also means that it is important to give them an appropriate time off so that they don't get burnt out or overworked. Leave management is simply a system that helps an organization manage its employees' leaves in a fair and efficient way. In many countries, employees are entitled to a certain number of holidays per year. A leave management system helps records these holidays. Implementing a process where employees are granted paid leaves annually also significantly reduces disruptions and miscommunication at work. An effective leave management system also facilitates its employees to determine how to manage and use the leaves that are granted to them by allowing to apply the leaves, encash leaves which have not been availed, and also to take leaves as a compensation for working overtime or during holidays. Well, let's see how leave management works in ERP next. Let's start with understanding what a leave period is. A leave period basically defines the calendar year or the fiscal year for which we will be assigning a certain number of leaves. Once this financial year or calendar year is over, a new period starts. To create a leave period, we can navigate from home to the HR module and go to leave period under the leaves section. Here, we can see a list of existing leave periods and use the add leave period button to add a new leave period. A few important details we need to define any leave period are: the date range. We can either define a full calendar year or a fiscal year. Once we add in the starting date, the end of this period will be entered automatically. For example, we pick up 1st of April 2021 as the beginning of the leave period. We see that the end will be 31st of March 2022. We can also pick a particular predefined holiday list for this period. Once we've added the dates and holiday list, we have to make sure to select the Is Active checkbox if this leave period is currently active. Now we can save this leave period and move on to creating leaves, types and policies for this particular leave period. Let's now explore what leave types are. To create a leave policy for any organization, we need to add certain types of leaves to the system. We can view the list of leave types by navigating from home to the HR module and clicking on leave type under the leave section. Here, we can see some predefined leave types like leave without pay or sick leave. We can add more leave types here in Add Leave Type. All leave types can be customized using various preferences. Once we name the leave type, add the maximum number of leaves allowed for this period, let's say 5, we can customize it further. If there is a stipulated number of days the employee has to work before which this leave can be availed, then we can mention that in Applicable After. If this leave can be taken for only a certain number of continuous days at a time, then we can define that here. For example, if the maximum leaves allowed for this leave type are 5 and the number of days this leave can be taken in a row are 2, then we can mention 2 in this field. More customizations can be activated through the checkboxes. An employee may not use all their allocated leaves within that particular leave period. In some cases, leaves may be carried forward to the next leave period. If this is the case in this leave type, then we can select the is carry forward checkbox to make sure these leaves can be carried forward if not used by an employee. All leaves are not paid leaves. They can entail salary implications or even be partially paid. We can select the is leave without pay or is partially paid leave checkboxes to make sure the employee's salary gets adjusted according to how many leaves of this type they take. Optional leaves are basically holidays that employees can choose to avail from a company's holiday list. If this leave type is optional, then we can select the is optional leave checkbox and limit the number of days by defining a value in the max leaves allowed field. Further, if this leave type can allow for leave applications, then allow negative balance checkbox here should be selected, and if this leave type is compensatory, again we can select the is compensatory checkbox as well. These are a few customizations you can make to your leave type. An employee may have a certain number of leaves allocated to them for a leave period, but they may not end up using all of them. Some kinds of leaves can be encashed if not used by an employee. If we want this leave type to be encashable, we can select the Allow Encashment checkbox. We will have to define an earning component, which is the salary component, where this extra pay will be encashed as a part of their salary slip. For example, we can pick arrears as the salary component. We can also define a value in encashment threshold days. It indicates the number of leave days the employees won't be able to encash. If there are any unused leaves above the number mentioned, then the employee will be able to encash them. For example, if each employee has 5 mental health leaves and they have taken only 1 day off for their mental health, if we define the encashment threshold as 2, then this employee can encash the 2 remaining leaves. Since the employee has a total of 4 leaves remaining, but the threshold is 2, the 2 days above the threshold that remain unused can be encashed. Let's move on to earned leaves. An earned leave is a leave that is automatically granted to the employee after they have worked in the organization for a certain amount of time. If this leave type is an earned leave, then checking the is earned leave checkbox will help automatically allot this leave type based on the amount of leaves mentioned and the frequency defined. We can even base this allotment on the date of the employee's joining. If this is not an earned leave, then we can save and leave. If this is not an earned leave, then we can save this leave type. Let's now explore leave policy. A leave policy is where leave types and their quantities are defined for a particular leave period. It basically sums up the amount of leaves that an organization offers in a particular leave period. To navigate to the list of leave policies, we can go from home to the HR module and go to leave policy under the leaves section. We can add a new leave policy using the add leave policy button here. To add details in this leave policy, we will have to define each leave type and the annual leaves allocated for that leave type. For example, if the first leave type we want to add is casual leave and the annual allocation is 5, next we can add sick leave and allocate 10 days for it annually. Once we've added all the leave types we want to include in this policy and allotted the amount of days for them, we can save this policy. Once we've created a policy,
we need to assign it to the employees. To go to the list of assigned leave policies, we can navigate from home to the HR module and go to Leave Policy Assignment under the Leave section. We can create a new assignment by using the Add New Leave Policy Assignment button here. Assigning a leave policy is simple. We need to select the employee to whom we are assigning this, and then we can define the leave policy we just created. Then we can choose if this assignment is based on the employee's joining date or a particular leave period. If it's based on their joining date, then the effective date will be added automatically, and if it is based on a particular leave period, then the current active leave period will be defined. If we want unused leaves from the previous assignments to be carried forward, then we can select the Add Unused Leaves from Previous Allocations checkbox. Once we've added all the employee and leave policy details, we can save and submit this. Once we permanently submit a leave policy assignment, a leave allocation will be automatically created for this assignment. We can view the leave allocation list by clicking on the Leave Allocation button at the top of the assignment here, or by navigating in the HR module and going to Leave Allocation under the Leaves section. Here, we can see employee and leave category wise allocation of leave policies, including and all the leave details we entered while creating the leave types. We can also create a new leave allocation on our own using the Add Leave Allocation button here. All we need to do is add the employee name, add the leave type. If we select sick leave here, then the new leaves allocated field will be automatically filled with the amount of sick leaves mentioned in the leave policy selected. We can add a date range for which these leaves will be allocated, let's say from today to the end of December, and then save this leave allocation. Let's move on to leave applications. A leave application is a form created by an employee to apply for leaves in the future. This leave application will further be approved by the employee's leave approver. To create a leave application, we can navigate from home to the HR module and go to Leave Application under the Leave section. Here, we can create a new leave application. In the leave application form, an employee will have to mention what kind of leave they are taking. For example, if Lynette is taking a sick leave, add the date, add a reason and select the half day checkbox if the leave is just for half day. A leave approver can be selected and the status of the application will be changed by the approver. Once the appropriate details have been filled in, the form can be saved. Once this form is saved, the approver will automatically receive an email. They can then change the status to approve, reject, or cancel and then submit this application. On submission of the application, an email is sent to the employee to inform them of their application status change. Let's move on to compensatory leaves. A compensatory leave is a leave that is offered to the employee as compensation for working overtime or working on holidays. Employees can request these leaves by filling a form. To create a compensatory leave request, we can navigate from home to the HR module and go to Compensatory Leave Request under the Leave section. Once we open a fresh request, we can specify the employee's name and select the compensation leave type. Now, we can add the holiday date, specify if it was a half day, and mention a reason. If the employee is requesting a leave for working on a holiday, then this holiday date must be in the default holiday list and the employee should have their attendance marked present for that holiday. Once we have added these details, we can save and submit the form. Let's explore leave block lists next. All employees are granted a certain number of leaves, but there are days where these leaves cannot be availed. A leave block list specifies dates for which an employee cannot apply for a leave. To go to leave block lists, we can navigate from home to the HR module and go to leave block list under the leaves section. Here, we can see any block lists that have been created before and we can create a new list from here in add leave block list. First, we will need to name the list, for example, Mondays, and select the applies to company checkbox if we want it to apply to the entire organization. Now, we can move on to adding the dates we want to block and mentioning reason. For example, we can add the first day of every quarter on the block list so that the first meeting of every quarter is not missed by any employee. To make sure that emergencies are accounted for, we can add approvers for leave applications for these blocked dates. Once done, we can save this list and the dates mentioned will be added to the list of blocked dates for this organization. Let's move on to leave encashments. We already saw how some leaves can be encashed if not used by the employee. To add the encashment to the payroll, a leave encashment needs to be submitted. We can access this by navigating from home to the HR module and going to leave encashment under the leaves section. Once we create a new leave encashment, we can select the leave period, the leave type, and employee details. We can now select the encashment date, which will define what payroll entry the amount will be encashed in. Once done, we can save and submit. Once submitted, the system will create an additional salary that will be added to the employee's salary slip. Now, we can explore holiday lists. A holiday list contains dates of holidays as defined by a particular organization. An organization can have a standard holiday list for the entire workforce or can have different holiday lists based on locations or departments. We can configure holiday lists by navigating in the HR module to holiday list under the leaves section. We can add a new holiday list here in add holiday list. First, we can name the list and select the fiscal or calendar year for which this list will apply. Most organizations have Sundays off. We can add a weekly holiday to our holiday list for the entire year. We can select the day and add to holidays, and all the Sundays in the selected time period will now show up in the holiday list. If we want to add specific days to this list like national holidays, we can go to the bottom of the list and add a new date. Here, we can specify the date and add a description of the holiday. Once we have added all the holidays we want to specify for this list, we can save it and assign it to any employee, department, or branch when we need to.
This brings us to the end of our fourth chapter. I hope it helped you understand how to manage and process leaves. You can read more about ERP Next on docs.erpnext.com. In the next chapter, we will discuss recruitment management. Thank you.